had to go back when they were over the top booing Matthew Stafford. I'm like, wait a minute. This dude was just your guy, like not that long ago. But I can understand that. The thing that got me was how crazy they went for Jared so fast. That can't be just because of him.
That's
rebound love, right?
Of course.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Come on, yes.
Of course it is. That is, you didn't hurt me. I found somebody great. I'm going to tell you, boo,
Exactly.
boo, you're not pretty, boo.
It's like, look, I know you're
man.
married, but this situationship is exactly what I was looking for.
Right. That is one of those doth protest too much moments.
A little bit, right? A little bit.
Right?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I wanted to say, like, look, I know you love him, but he's going to wind up breaking your heart.
Dude, it's not. This is the dart in the neck truth serum moment. Do you want to run it back the other way? Yes.
Of course.
Let's see. If you would have been able to build and just switch it back, just take one out, put the other one back in.
I'm sure they would say no.
Who says no? The Rams say no.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure
you know who else says no? The Lions fans, because they understand
They know.
it. It's just
They get it.
He got caught in a weird spot like there. Rich Eisen was talking about Matthew Stafford the other day and saying that he's a no-brainer Hall of Famer, and I think he's right. I mean,
who's? I'm sorry,
Stafford
is a no-brainer.
Yeah,
really?
Do you not think so?
I think so, but there are guys that I'm sure are going to say no.
Yeah.
Because that's the way the process works.
Yeah.
No-brainer is kind of strong. I'm sure there are some
he
people.
led the league in passing yards like multiple years in a row in Detroit, and while you had was Megatron, you had literally nothing else. And so you've had that kind of career. Then you go to the bright lights of LA, and then you win a Super Bowl in Los Angeles at home, and basically dethrone the Chargers of ever taking over the city, pretty much.
Right.
Because it's like that's hard to do. I think like when you have a career like that, Stafford was never some guy I was like, oh, he's a scrub. Like he was able to throw that ball.
You never felt like he was the reason they were losing.
No. I never did.
Yeah, I didn't either. I always felt like, man, he is doing everything he can.
There's
but boy,
nobody
that
else
team
around
sucks.
him.
Yeah, boy, that coach doesn't know what they're doing. My goodness, that defense is terrible. Why they can't protect him? But the two things that you knew about him was he had a huge arm and he was tough,
super smart.
But that's
sometimes gunslinger, gutsy, and get you in trouble. But I'd say this: he is a Hall of Famer, no doubt. A first ballot no-brainer. I don't know anymore. Because the Hall of Fame has changed. The voting system's a little weird. I mean, there's some good people still trying to get in. So I'm not sure what's happening, but I'm sure he is a Hall of Famer. I always said this. To make it a no-brainer, he needs one more. It's unfair for certain guys, but I think what he's done, he's played his way out of the shadow of Aaron Rodgers. That's been the issue.
Well,
same division.
Look, there's a whole other part of this, too, that I think that, you've been on the other side. Eliza, you and I have not, where it's, as media members, we shouldn't behave like this, but I think it's human nature. The way that you interact with us is going to matter a little bit. You can be so good that we'll overlook some stuff and just say, like, okay, you're a jerk, but we can't say no because you were that good. But there are other guys that are really easy to deal with that maybe are a little borderline. It's like, this guy's the greatest guy ever. We can tell you that story too. The Rodgers thing I think is really interesting because the more you hear from Aaron Rodgers, the less most people like.
Correct.
Right? The more you...
Correct.
And I think the opposite is true with Matthew Stafford because he came to a good team, because he's in Los Angeles, because he's somebody, that you see more of than you might have in Detroit. The more you hear of Matthew Stafford, the more you do like him.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I think those two things cross, and that's a big part of it.
Don't know why he didn't do this, because that would have been box office if you have Jared's perspective and Matthew's perspective. I don't know why he didn't do this one.
Because he doesn't need to.
That's what I think. He's everything that Rodgers isn't, and that's why I think.
Oh, you saying that Rodgers should have done this?
No,
or
no.
Stafford?
I think it would have been great if Stafford did.
It would have been great TV,
but he's not that guy.
Hey, we have this idea. Yeah, I'm going to cut you off right there. No, right? That's what it is.
Right.
Hey, I have this. Let me pitch you. Go on. We need to have full access. Nope, we're done.
Yeah.
I'm out. But not happening.
Tell me you wouldn't be riveted to the TV if, like, Jared said that quote and the next scene was Stafford answering.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
We'd all be watching.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm sure they asked.
That's what next season is for. So see how they tease you along? They're like, that's next season.
There's a very key part that you need to listen to very carefully here when you get a chance to watch this episode, where an incredibly distinctive voice comes up talking about the Rams after they lost the 2020 Super Bowl. It's just riveting. You should really check it out. It's
Okay.
during the Rams post-game show where somebody is breaking down what just happened.
Is it you?
You must have just, the description led you right to that. Yeah. My buddy G-Fish last night goes, dude, I'm watching this quarterback thing. He sends me a screen, goes, is this you? And I listen to him, I'm like, That's me. I'm on that show.
You go.
You know,
Great.
Netflix famous is different. I will say that in the
Yes.
receiver series, when George Kittle has that 3 touchdown game, I'm in a purple romper and I'm filming him, and I have my 2 seconds right
There
at the
you
top.
go.
You know what I'm saying? So
There you go. We're in it together, Elisa.
Yeah,
we are
where
both
you at?
Netflix celebrities. You played in the
No,
damn game.
I just have a question.
Yeah.
What's a romper?
It's like when girls don't want to wear pants and a shirt, so they're just all put together like a
And it's
onesie.
got like a belt in the middle, right?
Did you know that?
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
I have.
It's like a
Of
onesie.
course I know that.
Thanks, Emily.
Yeah. Okay, let's be honest. Had you said to me and left Elisa out of it and said, Travis, tell me what a romper is, I would have got it like 65% right.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
wouldn't have got it exactly right, but I would have been, it's one thing. It's not
Yep.
2 pieces of clothing. It's
Nope.
one
It's
piece
one
of clothing.
thing. Okay.
And does it cinch in the middle?
No, you can. It's
No?
like a onesie.
Okay.
It's an adult
Onesie, I
onesie.
know. Onesie, I know.
I'd like to
There
see
go.
you in a onesie.
No, you would not, and you never will. No.
Feels like there'd be a lot going on right
There
there.
would be a lot. It'd have
Like,
to be
how
tailored.
about feety PJs?
It would have to be tailored,
Those things look impossibly
especially if I'm
hot.
putting feet on. Yes.
Factor Cap is coming up next.
It's the event of the summer.
Does Travis go deep? Travis goes deep!
All-Star Friday night. Friday, July 11th at West Covina Sportsplex.
The 710 softball game. The listener game. The fun and frivolity. And what will Morales wear?
The summer event we all wait for.
Team Cappy versus Team Mace with the 710 Celebrity All-Star Softball Game. Press the flesh with us. The West Covina Sportsplex. All-Star Friday night made possible by our friends at All Pro Plumbing. One call solves all. All Pro Plumbing.
Hey everybody, it's Cap. Are you downsizing or inheriting a home? Want to cash in on your equity? Call Sellers Advantage. They buy homes as is with no costly repairs, agents, or commissions. Get a competitive cash offer and close in days or on your timeline. Sellers Advantage has over 20 years of experience and even offers a $20,000 advance for moving expenses. Call 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your no-obligation offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
USC football is more than a game. It's tradition, pride, and unforgettable Saturdays in the Coliseum. Be there for every kickoff, every touchdown, and every unforgettable moment this season. Secure your football season tickets today and lock in the best seats, exclusive fan benefits, and memories that last a lifetime. Don't miss out. We need you in the stands. Visit USCTrojans.com or call 213-740-GO-SC.
Back when I played, leg cramps were no joke. Fourth quarter, overtime, practice, even when I got home, they would hit out of nowhere. Had I known about Highland's leg cramps back in the day, I would have had a locker full of the stuff. Now I'm retired, I still get these cramps on my morning walks, hanging out with my daughter, but now I've got something that actually works. Highland's leg cramps. The tablets dissolve quickly under the tongue and don't upset my stomach. Cramps hit athletes, weekend warriors, couch coaches, all of us. Grab Highland's leg cramps and get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS.
Introducing the new Dell AI PC, powered by the Intel Core Ultra processor. It helps do your busy work for you, so you can fast forward through editing images, designing presentations, generating code, debugging code, summarizing meeting notes, finding files, managing your schedule, responding to Jim's long emails, leaving all the time in the world for the things you actually want to do. No offense, Jim. Get a new Dell AI PC starting at $699.99 at Dell.com/AI-PC. How those ahead stay ahead.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
My car is making this noise. Sometimes it's like doot doot, and sometimes it's like grrr.
Do you have a dash light on?
Oh yeah.
Then we don't have to listen for clues. With the free Fix Finder service, we can read a check engine, ABS, or maintenance light to find the likely fix and even recommend a local shop if you need one.
So you don't need to hear the grrr.
Not with Fix Finder. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Here we go. It is Factor Cap time for Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show. Each weekday around 10:30, producer Emily serves up what's going down, and fun and frivolity ensues. Special thanks to the law offices of Joseph S. Normand for making Factor Cap possible.
It's Joseph S. Normand. It's Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN. And if you've been hurt in an accident, let me help you. Call my office at 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000.
Let's do it. Factor Cap right now.
Take it away, producer Emily.
Welcome to Factor Cap.
Thanks, Joe. Hi, guys.
Hody.
I don't think that's ever happened.
No.
Wow, that's
No.
amazing. So, Elisa, we do Factor Cap where I will tell a little story. I will give a statement, and you have to just agree or disagree with it with fact if you agree, cap if you disagree. So, the All-Star game coming up, they will be implementing the automated ball strike system. So, the robot umps will be calling the All-Star game next week. They should just implement it in the MLB right now. Travis, Factor Cap.
Cap to your question, but next season it should be here. You can't put a rule like that in the middle of the year. I love the rule. I think it should have been here, but you can't. You got to start a season and end a season with the same rules. I don't think that you can change them in the middle of the game, even if this is a better thing. Right. We got to let it play out with one way. I love the ABS. I think it should be here as soon as possible, like the day after the World Series is over. If they want to say, "Hey, ABS is here," I'm all for it, but you can't change right now.
Elise said they should implement it this year. Just because Dave Roberts was thrown out not so long ago, I'm gonna say facts. You want to know why? Because are they allowed to throw managers out, or does like a little beeping sound come on when it's time to get thrown out?
Yeah.
I'm curious
Like
to know.
But there wouldn't be an argument. There wouldn't be an argument. It hit the laser beam. It's a strike.
Exactly.
There would be nothing to argue.
You can't argue.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, we've seen people argue with stuff that you can't argue with.
Well,
before,
I'm just saying. Look,
parking meters.
I like the fact that it's going to be, using the All-Star game. I think it's a fun way to do it. But like once you see it and you want it, it's going to be hard to keep it away.
Yeah.
I think that's funny too. Like imagining yourself arguing with the Waymo about the price of your ride. Be like, come on, you took a wrong turn. You can't have the meter go up. All right, DeMarco, you want the ABS?
I'm going to go Cap just for you. I'd like to see it start at the beginning of the year. Yeah. But how bad are these guys screwing up? It seems like I only see the bad ones on social media.
Yeah.
I mean, they took away, was it Yamamoto who was going to have
the immaculate inning?
Yeah.
This one.
And it helped Kershaw.
Oh, no! Yeah. I mean, it was
I
terrible.
hear that in my dreams.
They make a lot of mistakes. Phil Cuzzy, I think, is
That's
what it was.
the guy, yes.
He gave Matt Chapman the other night 6 strikes.
Yes, that's the guy.
He struck the guy out 3 times previously, and he never rung him up.
Are they that bad? You ready to? Okay, all right.
Here's the thing. There's no reason. Nobody's losing their job.
Yeah.
You still need umpires on the
so
field
he's
to
going
do
to be
the other
back
things.
there. It's just you take that job away from him. Okay, that works.
We're still calling safer out. We're still calling fair or foul. We're still calling some other things along the way. Like you need an umpire in the game to administer it in real time.
How am I going to know, like, if I'm in the stands? Is he going to do... How am I going to know it's a strike?
So the way it's set up now is the umpire will still call balls and strikes. If the pitcher, batter, or catcher does this, taps their head, we go to a replay. It tells you, we fix it, and then we keep moving.
Like tennis.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Okay.
Because in tennis,
that works.
there is still a judge in tennis.
Yeah.
And the judge in tennis still goes this, but they will just have the eagle eye if there's a discrepancy or if it's really close.
Yep.
But it's instantaneous. It's in or out. And it's similar to baseball because there's no interpretation of the rule. It's in or out.
And here's the thing, and I'll be...
Somebody's going to hack it.
You know how I dislike umpires, right?
Yes.
I they're my op, as the young say.
That's Cap.
You try calling a 97-mile-an-hour ball that breaks 4 feet sideways if it nipped the corner of the plate or not. It's impossible.
And you didn't see it.
And it's like, I don't know, strike. So to have a machine do it that's going to get it right,
perfect.
Why not?
Just don't be like VAR, where 4 people get it wrong anyway.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, VAR, soccer is famously not corrupt at all, right?
Right.
Okay. So, you know how when you check out at a grocery store, there are, the large amount of credit cards by the checkout section. You can
get gift cards?
Yes.
Cards.
So that's what I meant to say. So you have like Applebee's, Best Buy, whatever. So apparently, you can get Tinder gift cards.
What?
So because for Tinder you can get Tinder Plus, where you have the unlimited swipes, you have whatever else. You can expand your range, etc. So
if you wanted to, you could gift somebody a Tinder gift card so they could get Tinder Plus.
So this is buying someone sex at the grocery store.
Essentially.
Yeah, okay.
Getting somebody, here's my statement, guys. Getting somebody a Tinder gift card is an insult. Elisa Fatricap.
That's
because you're implying that
you're implying I ain't got no game.
left or
Right?
swipe
What you
right.
mean? Like that's crazy. First of all, I would take offense, and I would also take joy in the fact that the person at the counter thinks that card is for you. I'd be like, you know what? Thank you, but no, thank you. I'll be playing real match.
DeMarco, getting a Tinder gift card is an insult.
I'm going to go Cap. I mean, if I know you, I may be trying to help out. You know what I'm saying?
Because you think they have no game.
I'm sick of you calling me, so try this.
What kind of friend are you?
Just saying. Bruh, I see what's happening here. There you go.
Travis?
Okay, forgive me. I don't know how Tinder works. Explain it to me.
So you see a picture of somebody, a little bio potentially,
Yeah.
but mostly it's the picture.
Okay.
And then you can swipe right or left.
Don't
but
I
then
just sign up? What do I need the money for?
But you only have X amount of swipes a day. So you can only swipe right on, I'm just going to say a number 20 people.
Okay.
If you want to go beyond 20 people,
Gotta pay for more.
you have to pay for
So
Tinder
I'm giving
Plus.
you
That sounds like a
25.
scam right
Okay,
there.
no,
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay. So ask me the question again.
It's an insult if someone gets you a Tinder gift card.
Yeah, fact. I'm going to go with Elisa.
Oh.
Yeah, because if they're saying, look, if you can't hook up in 20 swipes, you're a loser. I'm
just trying to
like
help you out, bro.
here's 300 more.
That's
it's
that's
like
why
here's
I
your
said
better
Cap.
It's like if I said
Yes.
to you, I'm going to throw you 10 pitches, you got to hit a home run.
Right.
Here, well, I'll throw you 300. Here, I'm just going to keep firing until you get one.
I want you to hit a home run.
It's
Quality
by
over
the way,
quantity, yo.
We are officially in end times where you can buy sex at the grocery store.
Well,
Okay, that's not what
Chances.
this is.
That's
It's
not what that is.
prostitution.
It-
Okay.
No.
Travis, there's a couple extra steps.
I'm sure there are. I'm sure there are. But this is not, here's $10 to Chili's. This is a little different than that.
And maybe
Wow.
even that can lead to who knows where.
I don't think that's anywhere
Chili's
in the
for-
world. I think.
See, a good friend will buy you both. So when you swipe, you can
Oh.
take them to Chili's.
Exactly.
There you
Bingo.
go.
There you
I
go.
mean, even in my Hinge profile, I have that I love Olive Garden. We should go there. So, it's great. All right. So a Twitter user put out their ranking of quarterbacks that would be fun to smoke weed with.
Oh, geez.
Okay, by varying levels of entertainment to have a blunt with them.
Okay.
So the dream rotation they put as Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield, Gardner Minshew, and Geno Smith. Okay, that was their dream blunt rotation. I'm going to give you the nightmare blunt rotation.
These
all right?
are the last handful.
The ones you would never in your life want to smoke weed with this person.
Are they current guys?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
going to tell you this right now.
Okay.
It's Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, and Kirk Cousins.
That's
okay?
a great pick.
So my statement is,
That is a
you
great
agree with the nightmare blunt rotation. No notes.
Oh,
Patrick Cap.
fact. Oh, my God. Russell would make you want to leave, right? I would love to see what would happen with Kirk Cousins, but I think I would want to leave that too. And there's no way I'm getting buzzed with Aaron Rodgers at all. Yeah, definitely. Fact.
All right, Travis, you had no notes.
Cap, I have the same notes he has.
Yes.
It's when you read me this list earlier today, I'm like, Aaron Rodgers, no way. Russell Wilson, no way. Deshaun Watson, no way. Kirk Cousins? Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens with him.
Because
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins is such a square and a lovable square and an open embracing of his own squareness. Like if he got super high, that might be kind of interesting to see what happens.
Might see him totally break down.
That's what I'm saying. I would like to get high with Kirk Cousins. The rest of those guys, no chance.
No,
All right,
thank
Elisa,
you.
here's
I would
the
not like to partake.
nightmare rotation one more time. It's
Narc.
Wilson, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Sean Watson, and Kirk Cousins. No notes.
Nah, I gotta know. I'm gonna add Justin Tucker in there. I don't
Oh.
want to smoke with him either.
That's true.
Wow.
Add a kicker in there.
Wow.
That'd be great.
I'm about to kick you out the rotation.
Yeah.
That is
No
a fantastic
doubt.
addition there.
That's my.
Who
note.
would be number one on your list?
To not want
No,
to?
to hang with.
Oh,
To
all time?
No, current guys.
Current
And I would
Because I
say
would love to hang
quarterbacks.
out with
Let's stick
Marino
quarterbacks.
back in the day.
quarterbacks.
Okay.
Love to hang out with Marino back in the day. Right now, that's a great question.
Joe Namath would be good back in the day.
Joe
too.
Namath
Joe
back
would
in
be
the
good.
day. Right now,
Joe
who
would
would
be
be my
good.
favorite quarterback to get baked with?
I know. I think he's on the elite list.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Elisa.
I'm gonna go Baker Mayfield.
Okay, that's
Mayfield,
he's near the top, but
I feel like
he
he'd
may
make
wind up in jail, though.
I feel like he'd
Have a
make you
good
chocolate
time.
chip cookies after, though.
True.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, that might be a great pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it seems like he goes hard, though.
So, John, do you know Bob does sports?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you familiar?
A little
Lisa?
bit, yeah.
So they go out and play golf, and they do drinking games while they play golf, and they do all this crazy stuff. Josh Allen has been a guest on that show. He looks like he knows what's up.
Okay.
He looks like he's
a
has
California
a good time.
kid.
Yeah. He looks like he's having a good time.
You want to get high? He also got Haley Steinfeld somehow.
This is
so-
true.
Yeah.
Just thinking like Kyler or something. Play video games
Yeah,
all day.
that-
We
That'd
wouldn't
be
get-
lame.
No, we wouldn't get in trouble. We
No,
wouldn't leave the
Kyler would
house.
want to play. He'd be like, can you guys be done? I want to play.
Yeah.
Like,
My
I
turn.
ain't trying to hear
Who's
all
the
that.
fattest quarterback in the NFL? That's the
Ooh.
one. Yeah, that's the guy. Pizza. You know what I
Maybe
mean?
Fitzpatrick back in the day.
Not bad.
Fitz would
Nah,
be
Fitz
fun.
would be
From
fun.
Harvard, so he'd be interesting. Like Rodgers would be the worst because he'd want to pontificate. He'd want to explain all the things that you don't know.
Bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
Ruin everything.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, no, you can have that.
That's
Factor
funny.
Cap is brought to you by Joseph S. Normand. You got a lot of choices in your legal team, but family always comes first with Joe, and that is a fact. Call 213-747-2000. 213-747-2000. That's the law office of Joseph S. Normand, or you can go online at normandlegal.com. 213-747-2000. Nikola Jokic declined his player option. Huh. That's next. It's coming up. Trav and DeMarco. Elisa Hernandez is in here as well on 710 ESPN.
It's the event of the summer.
Does Travis go deep? Travis goes deep.
All-Star Friday night. Friday, July 11th at West Covina Sportsplex.
The 710 softball game. The listener game. The fun and frivolity. And what will Morales wear?
The summer event we all wait for.
Team Cappy versus Team Mace with the 710 Celebrity All-Star Softball Game. Press the flesh with us, the West Covina Sportsplex, and of course, presenting sponsor of the Listeners Game, the law offices of Joseph S. Normand. When accidents happen, we step up to the plate. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's hottest card room. Pre-game with friends on game days inside Century Bar and Grill and enjoy daily lunch specials or catch up over a late night dinner. Step into Ray's Lounge and enjoy live music, DJs on the weekends, and savory crafted cocktails. The only spot where you can park, party, and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino now open. Located next to the Forum at SoFi Stadium and the all-new Intuit Dome. For more info, go to playhbc.com or follow them at PlayHBC. Must be 21 plus to enter.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
So it was the fourth quarter and we're down by 5. Sweat pouring down my face. Suddenly it hit me. If only I could wrap part of the towel around my forehead. And that's how I became the first basketball player to wear a headband.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Purple Wave Auction remains the trusted leader in online equipment auctions. What makes the difference is you. You are part of our growing global community that continues to trust Purple Wave with the equipment that builds and feeds America. This trust placed in us by our community, from construction to ag producers and fleet drivers, brings great equipment opportunities to their next owners. Join the Purple Wave community today. purplewave.com.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
You and I have not talked in a few days, DeMarco. Have you spoken with your brother Mario? Is he prepared for Saturday?
I just looked up 2 text messages. They're both of Mr. T.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Can you share any more than
I'm
that?
just saying. There's just Mr. T. Clubber Lang is coming for you.
How's he been
He's
getting
very
ready?
excited.
And like if Mr. T, the real Mr. T, was doing pull-ups in his basement, What is your brother Mario doing to get ready for me?
So he came over to swim, and he just left the golf course.
Okay.
And I asked him, how'd you hit him? Like I always do. And he didn't tell me. He just smiled.
Okay.
So I guess that means he's locking in.
That means it's good. So DeMarco's brother and I, Elisa, are going to play golf against one another on Saturday morning. Yeah. And there's some wagers that have taken place.
They can both play. I can't wait to see it. I want to see them compete. I haven't seen my brother compete since, 1989.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's the last time he played competitive football.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never seen Travis compete, so I know they love to play golf. We'll be in the same area. I can't wait to see this. This is going to be fun. Yes. Look how excited he is. Look, see?
I am excited.
He's a new guy.
I want to meet your brother.
Yes.
And then I want to beat him.
You know what?
He wants the bragging
That's
rights.
funny.
He
He
wants
said
the
the
bragging
same
rights.
thing about you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. I cannot
think we'll
wait
be all
for
right.
this.
Look,
Yes.
when y'all get to mini golf, y'all call me.
Right, me too. Thank you.
I'm glad you brought
Golf.
that up.
Yes.
I'm glad you brought that up.
I'm saying.
When I was in Philly this weekend and earlier this week, we're walking along one of the streets, and there is a miniature golf type facility in the middle of downtown, but it's all inside. And it makes sense because it's an urban area, so there's not like
Outdoor spaces.
a lot of outdoor spaces.
Yeah.
But it was enormous.
I'd do it. I love mini golf.
Yeah.
Mini golf is fun.
You saying that like it's a problem?
Should be outdoors?
No, I'm looking at this strictly as a business proposition. How many people are going to go do that? How often? Like, you might get me in there once to try it.
Right.
I'm not going back over and over and over
Chances are
again.
I'm traveling like an hour to get there.
Well, I don't know. Like, maybe there's a lot of density of population. I'm not playing indoor. Mini golf's to be outside and knock it through the windmill, right?
Yes.
Like, why am I doing that
Clown's
inside?
mouth. It's fun. I don't know.
It's fun. I
Yes.
think either way works. You know.
When is the last time you did mini golf?
Oh, my gosh. I
Forever?
don't know. Yeah,
Anybody?
I truly
Anybody
don't
do
remember.
mini golf in the last year?
No.
2 years.
Greg, you have?
I
You did?
have.
Yeah.
What?
On a
Mini
date?
golf is fun. You
Yeah.
know, you guys don't have friends that are below 5'3" and it shows.
Bingo.
So
You trying to think?
Trying to think.
There's been no one below 5. Are you 5'3"?
a 5'2" on a good day.
You're 5'2" on a good day?
Yeah.
Aww. Sorry.
She's like Altuve.
You know what I'm saying?
This-
Hey.
Like Messi.
Oh,
She's
my
like
God.
Messi.
Mini golf?
Wow.
I'll play mini golf.
Wow.
It's crazy.
When did you stop growing? What grade?
I don't even remember. You know what it was? Because my grandmother gave me Salvadorian coffee when I was little.
Is that what it was?
That's really what it was. She gave me milk and a little bit of Salvadorian coffee, and I swear it's not to my growth. Because
Really?
I thought I was going to be taller, and then that just didn't work out.
Do you have brothers?
I do have 2 older brothers.
All
yeah.
right, how tall are they?
They're tall. They
Oh, yeah.
one brother's 6'3", and my other brother's 6 foot.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was the coffee then.
It was
Yeah, like,
Did-
but
did
they
Gra-
didn't get coffee.
Did Grandma not give them the
No.
El Salvadorian coffee?
Why would you give a kid coffee to sleep? Isn't that the opposite
No,
of?
you put like the little bit of the coffee grounds. It was very delicious, but like I actually regret. You know, that's actually true. Maybe I didn't nap after that. I mean, I don't know. The whole point is, I feel like she wanted to keep me little, and that's just what happened.
Baby.
I was my grandma's favorite, so you know it's fair.
All right, so Nikola Jokic is not going to sign his contract extension this offseason. I want to paint 2 scenarios for you guys. Number one, and this is probably 98% why, this is strictly like a clerical thing that they kind of have to sort of offer, and he kind of sort of has to say no. Because if he says no, at the end of this next season, they can add on 1 more year and $77 million more dollars. 1 season, $77 million more.
If he doesn't say no?
If he says no. If he says no, he can basically re-up now, or he can wait a year and get another $77 million for 1 additional year.
Can I ask one quick question? Are basketball contracts very strange?
What do you mean?
It just seems weird how they do things and structure things.
Yes.
Okay. Seems
yes.
oddly complicated.
The difference is, unlike football, basketball, all the money's guaranteed.
Right.
So once you sign it, it's yours. You're going to get every last penny of it. Now, when it comes in escalators, so he's eligible to sign an extension now.
Right.
Okay. He can. Or he could wait 1 year, and the extension he then kicks into a separate category, which would allow him to sign for an additional year on top of that, plus another $77 million. So signing today would cost him $77 million. If I wait till tomorrow, I get $77 million more.
Okay.
Who wouldn't wait?
This seems very clerical.
It is.
Okay.
Here's where I think the other side of this is, and Elisa Hernandez is joining us as well. Stuff can go wrong. If I got to wait a year, stuff can go wrong. We already saw the Nuggets go a little bit haywire last year. They fired the coach right before the end of the season.
Yep.
They traded Michael Porter Jr. They're going to hire the interim coach that was there for a period of time. And while Jokic has been relatively quiet through most of this, a year is a long period of time. It could get uglier. And then all of a sudden it could be hey, I don't want to be here at all. And he's a little easier to trade. Josh, I think is the name. Josh Kroenke said, I hope it never comes to this, but we at least have to consider the possibility of maybe moving. That as a Laker fan or as any of the fan of the other 29 teams in the league are like, please go wrong, please go wrong, please go wrong.
Because he's out of Denver, or you have a shot at him, or
because he could
Both.
become unhappy and he's less locked in those spots.
The Birdman hands are out. You're just like rubbing them together. Because, I mean, that's what you would want, especially with Luka here and the way that you have LeBron potentially being on his way out. You need to plan for that future. So I know Laker fans are hoping that that's going to go wrong.
I was hoping at the end of that you said he was on his way here. That's what I was hoping.
I feel like I would not be the one breaking that story,
I'm
but
just trying to say,
you never know. Then you could be on Netflix again.
It goes from being 0% possible to 2% possible.
It's out there. Yeah, maybe Denver missed the window, or no, they got a championship out of it.
Yeah,
I thought they'd get more than one.
That's why the NBA is look. We haven't had a repeat champion in the league for 7 years.
Are you ready to write off Denver as a championship contending team? You can't with him.
No,
right?
Of course not.
Yeah,
of course not.
But maybe not for the future because of this.
I don't care what happens to them. I care what happens to him. You know what I mean? Like I want it to burn there. I want him to have a conflict with the coach. I want him to be disappointed in his teammates. I want him to be like, to your point, hey, listen, I thought we were going to get a chance to win a bunch of these here, and it's not. We're getting worse every year.
The only thing I'm afraid of, Trav, is if he, get me out of here, and he winds up someplace else in the West and makes that team unbeatable.
Okay, but that's just life. That's just sports. The second he's unhappy, at least I have a seat at the table.
I'd rather him be up there and happy with a mediocre squad. At least he's controllable versus joining a super team someplace else.
You're telling me I got a 1 in 100 chance to get him or a 0 in 100 chance and he just sits there in mediocre? I'd take the 1 in 100 because if I get him, it's a game changer.
Over, no doubt.
And you saw his frustration during the playoffs with some of his teammates. You kind of saw the way that he was kind of in their ear, telling them the hustle. Like, you basically thought he was the coach the way that he was kind of running the plays in some of the timeouts.
And the crazy thing about the NBA, and look, Luke is the ultimate example of this. Kevin Durant, not as much because Kevin Durant moves a lot. You just never know who's going to be on which team from year to year.
Yeah,
it changes so fast. And
well, some teams I know OKC's coming back the same way
for now.
I would say Boston, but I know they were already changing. You're right; they do change a lot.
It changes, and Oklahoma City next year will be the same, but the year beyond that, I don't know.
It's going to start changing.
It's inevitable.
Guys start wanting to get paid, moving on,
and the Lakers will have another year to kind of get organized, for lack of a better
Clean
word,
books.
to put their vision in place, to get people with a lack of vision marginalized or out, and start putting all the things in a row to where people look around and go, not only can I go to Los Angeles, not only can I be on a team that has an unbelievable history, I can go to a place that runs real well. I can go to a place that understands the infrastructure of this league, that provides me with all the stuff that I need. It becomes a far more attractive destination than it ever has, assuming you start to put those things in order.
What's the investment, too? Like, you're willing to invest that money, especially when you look at not only what they bought the team for, but then you look at what that ownership group has done with the Dodgers and the fact that they're willing to pour in whatever they need, not only from a money standpoint for players, but stadium, fans, giveaways. Like, you're trying to make sure, like, it is a full process thing. For all we know, like, I want a little horse night. I want a little horse,
Yeah.
A
little horse bobblehead.
Yeah. For Jokic?
Yeah.
Give away a horse.
As many stables
Presented by Santa Anita Racetrack.
Yes.
We got to think her over here. We got to get her out of here. She's too smart. She's making us look bad. Elisa, thank you for coming in so much. Really nice to meet you.
Great stuff.
We appreciate it. I appreciate you guys having me. It was fun.
5'2".
It's a good day.
A rumor that will not go away, DeMarco, and I kind of dig it. It's coming up next. It's Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
It's the event of the summer. All-Star Friday night.
Friday, July 11th at West Covina Sportsplex.
With producer Jorge's home run, it is a final!
The summer event we all wait for. The 7-10 softball game. The listener game. And fun and frivolity.
Press the flesh with us, the West Covina Sportsplex. All-Star Friday night made possible by Islands Restaurant. Island by your local Paradise Islands Restaurant. The Jaime and Blanca Foundation. And we can't wait to press the flesh with Jaime Harin.
Who needs a stadium? Morongo's got a 30-foot video wall, ice-cold brews, and a Wahlburgers 10 feet away from Sideline Sports Bar. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Get a portable electric lunchbox when you earn 500 points on your rewards card. The 15th.
Number 2.
Jazz Band and the Delphonics. August 9th.
And the number 1 reason.
We're giving away a Jeep Gladiator. Earn entries now playing table games. And be here the 31st at 10 p.m. for your chance to win.
Morongo, good times.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. In the market for new flooring? Why pay more at big box stores? At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, every day is a deal, no gimmicks. Call 866-62-FLOOR or visit them online at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Real fresh with our Asian-inspired menu that's grilled to order every time.
Pick me up and never put me down.
Real quality with our marinated proteins like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium beverage drink like our creamy and delicious Thai tea. Waba Grill, keeping it real every day for you.
Disney's Descendant Zombies Worlds Collide Tour. Live in concert. July 23rd at Crypto.com Arena. A one-of-a-kind live concert experience starring Kylie Cantrell, Freya Sky, Malia Baker, Malachi Barton, Dara Renee, Joshua Colley, and Makana Knife. Live on stage, singing all the hits from the movies. Tickets on sale now at DescendantZombiesLive.com.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Yeah! Did you pick out your walk-up song for the softball game?
I think I did.
Kasim, I think, asked you.
Yeah.
He was the one asking people.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
What'd you pick?
I went with the same thing I've had the other years, 90210 theme.
Oh, did you?
That
was my Wednesday. Was
There
that
you go.
Wednesday or Thursday?
Gosh, I don't.
Was it
Thursday.
What was
Thursday.
must-see TV? Was that Thursday?
Thursday was must-see, but that was early.
That was different.
That was kind of similar.
I also think Friday was Boy Meets World, right?
I don't. Yeah, Thursday nights was 90210 and Melrose Place.
Yes,
because we
okay.
would watch that and then we'd go out
back to back and then
Yes.
leave. Yes, same routine. Absolutely. Hold on. Yes, have to do it every time. I think I picked a rock song. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, when he asked me.
Because
I
it's
think it was in
coming
that-
up. It's coming up on Friday at the West Covina Sportsplex. Join 710 all day long. Our special activities like practicing your puck shots. Is that what we're calling them? Slap shots? Puck shots?
I don't know.
Nice.
I don't know. Meeting Bailey and a special legend appearance by Daryl Evans for our 710 All-Star Game. It's all happening at the West Covina Sportsplex, 2100 South Azusa Avenue in West Covina. Get your coolers ready for All-Star Friday night. Special thanks to our friends at the Los Angeles Kings.
You geeked? You ready?
Yeah.
How many times have you swung a bat in the last 30 days?
0. Ask me, you know how many times it will have been in the last 364 days before we do it again?
0.
0. That's what I'm saying. See, I got in trouble yesterday for that.
For what?
I said I am shocked when certain people can't swing bats.
No, don't say certain people. Say DeAndre.
No, not. I did not mean just DeAndre.
Did he mean just DeAndre?
No, I said I don't.
Because DeAndre was in his feels yesterday. He was having in his feels through me.
I was not directing
What
anything
happened?
towards DeAndre. I was talking about just normal person that walks up that's 25 years old or older. and has no idea how to swing a bat, like has his hands wrong, right? Or can't figure out how to shoot a basketball. Like you don't have a basic idea of how to do these things, these American sports, that doesn't make sense. Everybody grows up throwing something. There's a basketball goal within 100 yards of everybody's house almost.
Yeah. I'm going to give a little special carve out to baseball.
I didn't say you have to be good.
No, I
have the basic idea.
Your hands the wrong way.
Yes.
Like if you're a right-handed hitter and your hands are like this, that's not good. But somebody's got to show you that. If you've never played baseball, you don't know.
And not everybody has a figure in their life that'll show them how to play this.
Not baseball is very specific. Like I need to show you how to. And if you never watch baseball, if you've never played baseball, there's a couple of things that could slip through the cracks. Like a basketball, it's just me catching a thing and trying to throw it through a ring. You're either going to move like an athlete or you're not. Whether you know what you're doing or not. There's technique involved, but like if I throw you something and your first reaction is like this, you got no chance.
Okay.
If your first reaction's like this, we got a chance.
Right.
But baseball, someone's got to show you
what
this
a
stuff.
wiffle ball bat,
What if you
a
never did wiffle ball?
broomstick, a switch.
I'm with you.
You swung something at some. You pretended you were Conan.
Yeah,
you know what's happening.
That's why I didn't come in super hot.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm with you on this.
I'm
mostly.
so surprised.
You know what we did when we were in college? This is how stupid. You're talking about you being stupid, and the college things that we all did. This is not related to what you were talking about, but still very dumb. My roommate Ryan and I and Jeff, we had this apartment where we had like this crappy old recliner in the corner of the room.
Yeah.
Okay. And then on the opposite corner of the same room was my roommate Jeff's stereo, which was nice.
Okay.
We decided that we were going to put 2 giant Sparklets bottles behind the stereo, or just off to the side of the stereo.
Like the big jugs?
The big 5-gallon
Okay.
jugs, the big plastic bottles that you hit them, they sound like a drum.
Okay.
Right? And you'd stack them on top of
Behind
each
the
other.
stereo.
So stereo's here, water bottles right off to the side.
Okay.
We would stand with a wiffle ball bat in the kitchen. Okay. I would take one of those little plastic footballs that's about the size of a softball and try to throw it past you in the kitchen while you're sitting in the recliner. I'm trying to throw it, and if you hit it back and hit me in the body with the ball, you get a point. If I knock the bottles over, I get a point.
Yes. Did it have a name?
Smash ball.
Smash ball. Okay, see, there you go.
Smash ball.
Yes.
Split lips, broken stereo, which was a
course.
huge problem because you're swinging away. Guess what else is it? A little bit of drinking's going on in this game. This is how. So this is like you're going to invent a game where you got to hit something with a stick.
At some point in your life,
I think you're right.
You're going to throw a ball off a wall and try to catch it.
Smash foot.
Right. Smash foot. See, there you go. I'm shocked.
Smash foot. That's what it was.
Like, so chess came up. You're not good, but you probably have a basic idea of what to do in chess and how this works.
My understanding of chess. So my oldest son, who's now 24, almost 24, when he was 5, he wanted to learn how to play. I didn't know how to play. So we bought a chess set that was called No Stress Chess that would literally teach you to play as you play. You would draw cards, and it would say, move this piece, and you would learn how the pieces move. And then once you learn how the pieces move, you can play. You never really learn how to play well, but you learn how the pieces move.
No strategy, but you get an idea. That's what I'm saying. When I meet a guy that can't change a tire, issue. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's how we got here. I don't know. How did we get to this point anyway?
DeAndre was upset that you said he couldn't hit.
It's not him I'm talking about. It's Funchy.
He is 25, and he can't play.
Yeah.
I'm joking, man.
You got to get him on the smash foot
I was not
field.
talking about him. That's no.
Okay, I was.
That's my guy. You saw it, right? You saw
Did
the
you
video.
know-
What did you think?
Of who?
Both of them.
Who's the other one?
Funch.
Yeah.
Well, look.
Funchy. That's what I'm saying.
Funchess is just not particularly athletic.
Funchy's
Funchy. That's fine.
Yes.
That's fine.
But I was not talking about them specifically. It just came up.
It's okay. We're gonna carry them Friday.
We are.
We got you.
No, we're good. We got a great team.
You guys do have a good team.
We have a great team.
Have you gone to the cage?
I've swung a bat twice in the last month.
Yeah. How'd it go?
Sore the next day, man.
I know.
Oh, my God.
Did you go hit too, Jorge?
No, but I don't want to feel that way till Saturday.
Oh, my God, the obliques hurt. Oh, yes.
Em, have you gotten in the cage?
No.
I didn't think so.
Because also, I'm not going to do anything.
Well, don't say that. You're on my. Maybe you put the ball in play, and it's a productive out. So
what
to speak,
about
unlike the Dodgers.
visualizing? Can I visualize? I've made contact. I just have gotten out every time.
That's fine. But that just as long as we're making outs on the ground, we've got a chance.
Okay.
Outs in the air are too easy.
As long as you don't strike out and slow pitch.
That's the easiest. I've done that.
I don't know how.
Yeah.
The ball is right there.
Yeah, I've done it.
It doesn't make sense.
Yes. Well.
Can I play you guys a piece of sound? So I came across this on my Twitter page, and I thought it was kind of funny because, one, Shaq is hilarious because he's a funny person, but it got me thinking more about him as a Laker. But there's a Shaq on his podcast talking about the Lakers sale.
You know, I'm a little upset.
Yeah.
Right?
What happened?
The Lakers got sold for $10 billion, and I ain't getting no dually. I ain't getting no brand new Escalator. I ain't getting nothing, dog.
No, man. They gave you a thank you for your service. Thank you for your service.
It was Magic, me, then Kobe. Like, can I get something? I mean, can I get it? Can I get a check for like, $50 million?
Something. Come on, $10 billion. Jeannie Buss, you probably won't never see her again. She probably gonna be on that spaceship with Elon Musk after that.
Who's the other guy talking?
I don't know. Whoever
okay.
does this podcast with him, I didn't recognize him off the top, and I'm sure someone will correct me. But it got me thinking about Shaq, too. Is he a beloved Laker as much as he is a beloved NBA player?
Yes.
Like, do you close your eyes and think of him as a Laker?
No. So Shaq, there are tiers to this. There are the legends among legends, and that is probably 3 names long. It's West, it's Magic, and it's Kobe. That only played for the Lakers, were tremendous for them, associated with the team for on and on and on and on and on, and nothing but greatness is what you think. Jerry West obviously did win a championship. It had trouble to sit, but Jerry West is a certain generation's favorite player. Magic Johnson, my generation, he was our favorite
Sports
player.
Illustrated guy.
The one for the generation after that, it's Kobe Bryant. Then there's that next tier that are legends, but not quite that. That's Kareem. That's Shaq. That's another group of guys that are just
because they came from someplace else,
and they played in multiple places.
Yeah,
and they're but they were really, really well liked in Los Angeles. And Shaq is probably the leader of that second tier of people that everybody liked. Even when he and Kobe were having their moment where they were not getting along, and people were picking sides. It's hard to imagine now, but way more people, it felt like at the time, were on Shaq's side than on Kobe's side.
At the time when when they were teammates, it was the reason you were so good was because of Shaq.
Yeah.
Kobe came after that. After Shaq left, Kobe took over. Most people thought the Lakers made the wrong choice.
Yeah.
And Shaq kind of doubled down when he won a championship in Miami. He kind of proved that. But then Kobe took off again and got things going.
The only negative on Shaq when he was in LA is that he was frequently out of shape. And that was but he always, when it's time to go, I'll be ready to go, and he always was.
Right.
And he was always ready to go in the most important moments. I'm not saying that he should get a piece of the Lakers in the sale, but Shaq is one of those guys that every time he walks back into Staples Center or wherever else they end up playing,
you love him.
The place is going to come
unglued.
Unhinged.
Yes.
Unhinged. That's how popular he is.
I think they paid him enough, though, don't you? He's got a statue.
He's got Shaq-a-roni.
He got everything.
He's got everything.
That's what
he
I'm
sells
saying.
Powders.
He
sells
has a fest.
icy hot
cruises. Shaqtoberfest.
He's got a fest. He's got the auto insurance.
He
He's
used
got
to own the restaurant
pizzas.
on the corner. Remember? Yes, Shaquille's was down the corner.
Yeah, Shaq's fine.
Okay, Shaq is fine, right? And Shaq is Shaq. Shaq Diesel, Shaq does everything. I wonder if Shaq is a little bit insecure about his Lakerdom. His Laker.
That's a great question.
I do want.
He does have a statue.
I'm sure he does, but I mean, to say there was Magic, there was me, and then Kobe. Like it seems like he's a little insecure about that.
I think you're right.
I like it because it means a lot to him.
It does.
It
and
really
it's
does.
Sincere.
Very
Yeah.
right. I think he cares about it, but it seems like he might be a little insecure.
I think you're right. And I think it's probably, and there's nothing he can do about this because it just didn't go the way that it did for those other guys. But that group of West, Magic, and Kobe that's it.
Yes.
That is a very specific group to Laker people.
I don't think anyone owes anyone in that Shaq and the Lakers. Do you think the Lakers don't owe him anymore? And I don't think, and vice versa, definitely true. He gave you championships. They made you a superstar.
Everybody got what they needed.
Everybody's happy, right?
Everybody,
right.
And it was not in the moment. It felt terrible because he was leaving town, and he still had a lot of good basketball left. But there was never a moment where he came back through and people were like, "Boo!" There was never that moment.
I wonder if that hurts. In the darkest, like he said this, it's about his life.
Yeah.
He had the big house and he was in there by himself.
Yeah.
He said that's the worst moment of his life. I wonder in there if he thought that maybe he thought the Lakers should have sided with him.
Oh, maybe.
That's what I'm saying.
Look, I think that if Shaq and Kobe, and this is the thing that I'm going to do a thing that I typically don't like. Well, what if this would have? Well, it didn't. So what are we doing here?
Right.
You know, like, well, what if you could put this guy's work ethic in that guy? You can't. So let's not do that. That being said, if Shaq and Kobe could have found some common ground way earlier than they actually did, they came around to it later in their lives. And
on a
made
personal
peace,
level.
on a personal level.
Athletically, no way.
But no way. Because they're both alphas.
Yes.
And you only get one.
And they're both right.
They're both right. And Shaq is looking at Kobe like, I am the reason we are who we are. And he was right. And Kobe's looking at him going, dude, you don't do enough.
Right.
I know what I'm doing and you're not doing enough. And he was right.
Right. And you could be doing this too much.
Yeah.
Exactly. But it didn't work. It worked and it didn't work.
It worked until it didn't.
That's
Speaking
funny.
of working until it doesn't, Tyler Glasnow pitches and he might be on the mound right now, as a matter of fact.
It's actually Ohtani up to bat right now. They just started the game,
Oh, okay.
but he'll be coming up at the bottom of the first.
Will he
Tyler
make it to
Glass-
1 o'clock?
How dare you? That's coming up next. It's Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN. Next Gen is the official air conditioning, heating, plumbing, and electrical team of SoCal sports fans. You can beat the heat this summer with Next Gen, and that heat, it's coming. It comes every single year. So whether you need to replace or repair your air conditioner, call Next Gen for expert service. They're backed by thousands of 5-star reviews, including 2 of mine, and a lifetime warranty on parts and labor for new AC system installs, so you can trust Next Gen for quality and peace of mind. And for a limited time, Next Gen is offering a free ozone-free air purifier with any new AC install. You can enjoy less dust in your house, cleaner air, and supreme comfort all summer long. And with financing options starting at just $5 a day, beat that. There's never been a better time to upgrade your AC. Plus, same-day service may be available for emergencies. So give them a call, 833-3NEXTGEN. They're open 7 days a week. The lifetime limited warranty options available, financing options available, 5-star service. You can't beat it. What are you waiting for? Call NextGen, 833-3NEXGEN today and beat that heat.
It's the event of the summer.
Does Travis go deep? Travis goes deep!
All-Star Friday night. Friday, July 11th at West Covina Sportsplex.
The 710 softball game. The listener game. The fun and frivolity. And what will Morales wear?
The summer event we all wait for.
Team Cappy versus Team Mace with the 710 Celebrity All-Star Softball Game. Press the flesh with us, the West Covina Sportsplex. All-Star Friday night is made possible by our friends at Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water. Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water. Nothing else.
Do you really think you've experienced real sports excitement in your home? It's Mace here, and I'm here to tell you to get off your couch and get into Cosm. Cosm is the ultimate immersive fan experience. The Dome at Cosm, massive 87-foot wraparound display with reserved booth-style seating. The Cosm Hall features wall-to-wall screens where you can watch multiple games at the same time. Incredible food, craft cocktails, beer available throughout Cosm. Go to Cosm.com to see all the sporting events coming up, and now showing The Matrix at Cosm.com.
You know that feeling. You're finally asleep and bam, a leg cramp comes out of nowhere. Look, I've played through pain, but waking up with a leg cramp at 3 a.m., that sucks. So I don't mess around anymore. I keep Highland's Leg Cramps PM on my nightstand. No groggy side effects, no harsh meds, just a fast, effective relief that lets me sleep through the night without the Charlie horse surprise. Get the sleep you need with Highland's Leg Cramps PM. Get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS. Highland's Leg Cramps PM, because you don't need a midnight workout.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Tonight, it's a showdown in the heart of L.A. The Black and Gold welcome the Colorado Rapids to BMO Stadium for a Western Conference battle.
LAFC!
Can LAFC take the full 3 points at home? Los Angeles Football Club face off with the Colorado Rapids. Pre-match coverage starts tonight at 7 p.m. On the home of the Black and Gold, 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
That was Bill Bellamy with Shaq. Where'd she go? Oh, yeah, that was Bill Bellamy. You ever heard of Bill Bellamy?
Yeah.
Comedian?
Yeah.
Actor?
Yeah.
That's who was with Shaq. I bet they go back a long ways. I bet that was a good interview.
Bellamy and Shaq?
Yes. When Shaq was...
I think, I could be conflated. Bill Bellamy was on MTV for a long time, right?
Yeah, he was acting.
Yeah.
A lot of sitcoms.
But he was like that's how I knew him from MTV.
Yeah, this was like Skinny Shaq coming out of Orlando when Shaq's always everywhere. But I bet that interview was a whole lot of fun.
Shaq's ubiquity is amazing.
Yeah.
Like there's no place he really, like if he showed up, you'd be surprised.
True.
Like he could show up at a music ceremony, a Hollywood thing, a basketball thing, the X Games, a restaurant, like you name it. If Shaq showed up, you'd be like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, him
like,
and Snoop.
He's another one.
Same thing, anywhere, everywhere. Yes.
But sometimes somebody will show up, you're like, what is that guy doing?
I hope they don't.
That's never true with Shaq.
I hope they don't screw up that show.
Which show?
With Charles and Shaq and Kenny. And I hope they don't mess that up.
Inside the NBA?
Just leave it the way it is. It's great TV. They're funny together. Whenever they get,
we'll see.
Whenever they get too crazy, Shaq will tell Charles, "You don't have any rings," and it's like two uncles going at it. Yeah. It's hilarious.
No, we'll see.
I was the best player in basketball.
Yeah,
you weren't. I have rings. You don't.
Okay. We'll see.
Right. I hope they don't mess it up by adding too much.
That show is the format.
Right.
Let it go.
You mean just let them do their thing?
And for as long as they won't feel like doing it.
Yes.
And don't interrupt them.
Don't mess it up.
It's a little different than that at other places.
I have rings.
TNT had the... Yeah, that honestly, that's the part that I'm least interested in.
Oh, when those two go off?
No, when it's good. But with the second I hear the rings thing, see ya. Like I've heard it.
Me up, though.
I've heard it.
Because Charles could care less. Charles could care less.
It's
now.
not a burn on Charles anymore. Like he's like, no, okay, fine, whatever. Your chance to meet DeMarco, me, everybody here at 710 this Friday, July 11th. At the West Covina Sportsplex. Root on your favorite 710 personality during the summer tradition, unlike any other All-Star Friday night. This Friday, live broadcast and event starts at 9 with our show. The festivities for the 710 All-Star Game get underway at 6. All at the West Covina Sportsplex, 2100 South Azusa Ave in West Covina. All-Star Friday night made possible by our friends at Islands Restaurants. Islands, your local paradise. Dodgers and Brewers finishing up their series today in Milwaukee. Game is underway right now. Tyler Glasnow will pitch for the Dodgers today.
Yay.
For the first time since April. It's
been a minute. Usually when he gets hurt, because you've seen this movie before, right?
Got a strikeout already.
Yep.
He's got the K already?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
5 pitches.
Usually when he gets hurt and comes back, he usually doesn't get hurt again, right?
He did last year.
He's not a one-time disaster guy.
Look, it's not complicated with this guy. It really, truly isn't. And I'm rooting for him, and I hope that he stays healthy, and I hope that he pitches, and that the Dodgers win the World Series again. Because the book on Tyler Glasnow is super easy.
He breaks.
When he pitches, he's incredible, but he doesn't pitch very often. It really is that simple. When he's pitching, you don't hit him.
Why can't you find a way to make him healthy? You can't figure it out. Is it the same thing or different things or whatever?
Different things. It's been hips, it's been arms, it's been elbows, it's been shoulders, it's been toes.
Tape an Advil to it, man. Come on.
Yeah,
rub some dirt on it.
He gets hurt more than the average bear for sure.
You also can't force somebody to play if they don't feel like they're healthy. Right?
You can't. No, you're right. But there are some guys that will, I'm fine. And there are some guys that are, this is bothering me, that is bothering me.
Every owie, I'm out of here.
Yeah. And I'm not saying he's either one of those guys. I'm just saying that when he pitches, no one really hits him.
I'm not in his body,
but he doesn't pitch very often.
It's so frustrating when one thing hurts on you and it just derails you from doing your job. When there are guys that are seriously hurt and banged up and still finding a way to get through it.
I'll just leave it. I'm not going to leave it at that. We can continue to talk about it. You can't convince me that Freddie Freeman's not banged up bad. He's striking out a lot. He doesn't look good at all. Freddie Freeman is out
Something's
there.
Up, right.
Something's up. Well said.
Yep.
Something's up.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who plays every single day?
Okay,
Freddie
so that's
Freeman
the thing. I guess position player versus pitcher. I guess you can hide a little bit.
Little different
until you're at the plate, and then you get exposed. But I would not want to go out there less than 100%. If it messed up my game that much, because you get rocked and we lose.
Yeah, and he doesn't get rocked very often. He's really, really tough. And look, if he comes back and he's able to be a part of what they're doing, they get infinitely better.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is another one of those things that we keep waiting for. And we saw it last year. He came back, he pitched, and he was shut down again, and we'll see what happens. But if between him, Trinan, Sasaki, and Snell, if you get just a few of those guys back and they're pitching near their normal levels, and between Yamamoto and Kershaw and May and whoever else you want to throw in there, Vezia, there's so many options. You don't need them all to be right. You just need enough of them to be right. And Glasnow's just one more of those options, because when he is on, I forget the list, but Emily brought up a list a week or two ago where the 10 guys you wouldn't want to face with the game on the line. Tyler Glasnow made that list.
Really?
That for a guy that never pitches, you know how good his stuff must be if they're like, I don't want to hit that guy.
It must be scary.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul Skeens on the list, Scooble on the list. Okay, sure, that makes Ohtani on the list. Yeah.
Is it how he pitches? Is that
his
why?
Stuff is filthy. He throws really hard. He's got that hard curveball that's just there and then it's gone. It's just falls off the table.
Contribute
Probably.
to Tim being hurt all the time. Thank you very much.
I think his style, but I don't think it's his style. I think it's the modern style. I think the ass, like Mizorowski last night for the Brewers.
Dude, shoving.
Oh
my God.
Anyone want to place a bet on when he breaks? He's gonna, and I'm not even saying
to put that out there.
I'm not even saying it as a slight to him. He's going to. Paul Skeens is going to break. It's just the way that Tarek Skubal is going to break. They all do.
Yeah.
And it's just the max effort, max spin, max this, every pitch, every bullpen, every game, every season.
Yes.
Of course it's going to break.
Mizorowski sounds like a kid I played Little League with.
You know what I think of?
Up the street. He owns the bike shop. Yeah.
I got Mike Wazowski from Monsters Inc.
That's what you think.
I'm watching you, Wazowski. What do you got there, Lucas?
Hey. Oh, nice.
Islands.
The veggie burger
Come
from
on,
Islands.
I saw you lurking by the door. I'm like, get in here. What are we waiting for?
It smells terrific.
What do you got? Thank you, Lucas.
This is going down. Yeah. Can we eat on air? Is that possible?
Well,
of course. You can definitely eat on air.
We'll get in there.
You got to take a big bite out of the big wave.
You got to take a big bite out of the big wave.
There you go.
You got a veggie big wave?
I got a veggie big wave. That's what I'm talking about.
That's pretty good.
Yes.
See, we got a lot of stuff going on.
Jorge, are you eating already?
Yeah, you said let's eat on air, so I'm eating on air.
He's listening.
I asked, can we? I guess that means yes.
Island's signature big wave with cheese is only $10 for a limited time. Dine in only promotion. Started just a couple of days ago, so you can do it in public. Comes with fresh cut fries that are made in-house daily. Valid at all Islands restaurants throughout California and Arizona. You also should sign up for the Islands Reward Program or email to keep up to date on all promotions like this incredible $10
you know what?
big
Keep going.
wave.
$10, that's an incredible deal because you can't eat at a fast food restaurant for $10 these days. You know, you go to XYZ fast food place, it's going to be $13, $12. This is a great deal.
That's a good meal. Yeah. Yes, for $10, that's a great
it's
meal.
Quality,
$10,
you know, take your time.
This will be going down sooner than later.
Yes,
it's
won't make it through the break.
For sure. We got a little hot and cold. It's coming up next. It's Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN. And I got this trip on the books, DeMarco. I'm talking about Page, Arizona. So if you are an adventurer, if you are an outdoor lover like I am, Page, Arizona is calling your name. It's home to Horseshoe Bend. You've seen it. It is gorgeous. It's one of the most iconic sites in the world. Page is a paradise of red rocks, winding slot canyons, and shimmering blue waters. You can explore, which I'm going to get to do, the 11-mile rim trail, venture through Antelope Canyon, and 12 other slot canyons, one with its very own adventure park. And if you want to cool off, right? How about this? Lake Powell, kayaking, cruising on a pontoon, zip across the waves on a jet ski. You can even float down the Colorado River on a guided half-day tour. So make Page your base camp. Visit the Wave, take a day trip to Zion, Bryce, Monument Valley, and the Grand Canyon. Play a round of golf at the beautiful Lake Powell National Golf Course. Everything you're looking for is right there in Page. So whether you're traveling alone or with the whole family, Page has over 20 hotels and memories waiting to be made. So start planning your epic adventure at visitpageaz.com.
It's the event of the summer. All-Star Friday night.
Friday, July 11th at West Covina Sportsplex.
What's our secret? It's our sauce.
Our sauces are more flavorful for you, from sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Guava Grill. It's unexpected. It's delicious. It's saucy. It's for you.
Our Friday night made possible by Children's Dental Fun Zone. At Children's Dental Fun Zone, we treat your kids as our own. Children's Dental Fun Zone. Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's hottest card room. Pre-game with friends on game days inside Century Bar and Grill, and enjoy daily lunch specials or catch up over a late night dinner. Step into Ray's Lounge and enjoy live music, DJs on the weekends, and savory crafted cocktails. The only spot where you can park, party, and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino now open, located next to the Forum and SoFi Stadium and the all-new Intuit Dome. For more info, go to playhpc.com or follow them at PlayHPC. Must be 21 plus to enter.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/joy, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
Tonight, it's a showdown in the heart of LA. The Black and Gold welcome the Colorado Rapids to BMO Stadium for a Western Conference battle.
LAFC!
Can LAFC take the full 3 points at home? Los Angeles Football Club face off with the Colorado Rapids. Pre-match coverage starts tonight at 7 p.m. On the home of the Black and Gold, 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
That's Mason in Ireland.
Crazy. I was stupid and young and reckless. Stupid, young, and reckless. It's great to be that way
to me.
at some point, yeah.
Mason in Ireland, weekdays at noon.
On 710 ESPN.
As you know, we've welcomed a new partner here at 710 ESPN, NextGen. NextGen, the official AC, heat, and plumbing company of SoCal sports fans.
You're as cold as ice.
Call 833-3-NEXTGEN, NEXGEN, or visit nextgenairandplumbing.com. Time for our feature we do 3 days a week. Who's hot? Who's cold? Thanks to NextGen. Boy, time for Who's Hot? Who's Cold? Take it away, Producer M.
Konnichiwa.
There we go. So what's hot is the seat under Red Bull. Okay, so Red Bull Racing has had one team principal for 20 years, and that was Christian Horner, who was married to a Spice Girl who was in battle.
Ginger Spice.
Ginger Spice, who also maybe didn't, do right by Ginger Spice as of last year.
Really?
But, that's their life.
Europe.
Plot thickens.
It is Europe. He was let go by Team Red Bull today after 20 years as the team principal. They are kind of in the middle of trying to keep Max Verstappen at any cost, and Max Verstappen's father and Christian Horner did not get along, and they want to make sure that Max doesn't leave. Doesn't mean that Max won't leave.
Yes.
He is the best racer still, and their car sucks this year.
You know how many races they've won without Christian Horner?
How many?
Zero.
You
know, like literally none.
None. Good. Get out.
And they won everything with him.
But
many
now we're
years in a row.
But
Now I
also,
can like you
they
again.
won it
Yes.
with Max Verstappen. Daniel Ricciardo was with him before. He had success, but Max Verstappen was really what put him over the top to win not only Constructors
stole it
Champions,
from
but Drivers Champions. So
yes,
we'll see what happens with Team Red Bull. They do already have their interim principal. But, maybe they'll just throw in the guy from F1 in there. Have Brad Pitt be your principal.
Why not?
Because the English guy is being cheap and
has such
annoying.
a punchable face.
Brad Pitt?
No, Horner.
Well,
He
he's,
does.
He's a little wee guy.
He's that little.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
that's what I'm
yeah.
talking
Wee guy.
about.
Europe.
See,
It's Europe. It's they're on the
I'm gonna
metric
give him the
system.
bums rush. Get out of here.
And then what's cold is, Chris, I think you have an announcement about this?
Mike Trudell is not going to play on your team.
Oh, no.
I need him in the booth with Michael and I.
This
No.
is tragic news.
So you're going to have to make do.
With Parker?
No. Parker's not playing at all. Parker's not playing either. So you will make do with the fellas from Legends Attic.
Oh.
So I think you're going to be okay.
Oh, okay, yeah, no. So we get Christian?
Yes.
Do we get Armando?
I believe so.
Okay.
What about Eddie? Is Eddie going to play?
Eddie's not playing.
Eddie does
I don't
not
think.
play.
No.
Okay.
But if we get Christian and Armando,
I think we're going to be
we're
set.
That's good news.
Yeah.
That's very good news. I'd still like to have Trudell.
You're not going to
You're
get
not
him.
ready to do Michael first 6 innings by yourself?
It's not just that, but Trudell's got a back thing.
Okay.
He's a little guy.
Okay.
Speaking of Christian Horner.
You know.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Not saying he's like Trudell.
No.
Yeah.
They're just both,
I'm
not,
just
not
mad
7 feet tall.
They stole it from Lewis that one time, and Verstappen did.
Oh, you're
What do
talking
you
about
think
the
they
Bahrain GP or whatever
Yeah,
that
when
was?
they got behind him, he
Yeah.
had fresh tires. They cheated him, and Christian
Or
Horner
they had
celebrated.
a great strategy
No, they
to
cheated
win
the
the
dude,
race.
and he
as I
celebrated
think
the
what's
win
happened.
like he did something.
He
Come
did
on.
do something.
No,
He
he
won the
didn't.
race. Are you
Without
kidding
that,
me?
it would no.
How'd the processing sound there, Jorge?
Terrible.
What processing?
Oh, you think it still sounds horrible?
I mean, the mics are all the way up. Yep.
So I want to see, because DeMarco's 5 feet from it, and he sounds really loud, but I don't sound the same when I'm 5 feet from it.
No, you sound better when you're on it.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So I don't know. Maybe we'll just rebuild the whole studio.
Okay.
I'm sure they'll let me spend all that money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like a plan.
What do we do in the meantime?
I don't know. I've been spending all morning walking around in my head trying to figure it out.
Yeah. Do we go back to like COVID Comrexes at
Oh,
home?
geez.
I mean, the levels were more consistent, it seems like.
No, I don't like working from home.
So how's it sound right now to you?
In my own headset?
Yes.
Terrible.
It sounds terrible.
It sounds very hollow and thin.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm on the mic.
How did it sounded more full the last time before?
Yes.
Oh.
And I can't hear the producer in my headset with this either. She sounds like she's underwater.
Well, that's okay. Like, are you talking about when she's on the air or when she's in your
So
ear?
when I tried recently to try to get him to do something, he couldn't hear it at all.
Yeah. I hear that there's somebody talking to me, but I can't hear what they're saying.
Oh.
I did say, oh, wait, I think we should say who sponsored Hot and Cold.
Who's hot, who's cold? It's brought to you by NextGen, the official AC heat and plumbing company of SoCal sports fans. Call 8333-NEXTGen. That's 8333-NEXGEN or visit nextgenaironplumbing.com.
So talk in my ear real quick, Em. No, see, that sounded really good in my ear.
Not in mine.
Now, is that because of the one ear off? Put the other ear on, because maybe it's a wiring snafu.
Give it a shot, Em. Are you on is that the talkback?
Yeah, that was a talkback. So it's the ear.
Okay, that's better.
So
That's
it's
better.
the ear thing.
But it didn't used to be like that.
Well, things change.
Okay.
Maybe you're getting even older, Travis.
Maybe. Certainly possible.
It definitely could be a wiring snafu on that one.
I think that's the more likely culprit.
I did have Andy Kim and Itsuki and Mike Trudell both shake a little bit when I would get in their ear, so who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when like David Justice, the character playing David Justice in Moneyball said, you know, why do we have to pay for soda? Because I often get, because yesterday I participated in the YouTube chat.
Oh.
And one of the things was like, why don't you guys hire an engineer?
Yeah.
And we do. But I also, whatever happened then, whatever you just did.
No, we're testing something here.
Okay, that's fine.
Go ahead.
I also like to keep some of the soda money on the field.
So $1.25 here and there?
It adds up.
All right. As long as it's go in certain spaces.
Because you guys don't get cheaper. So I got to keep some of that soda money on the field.
All right, if that's how you're going to put it,
so
then I'm okay sounding like I got a tin can on my head.
So I mean,
a bucket.
Some of that engineering money's got to be on the field.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm just saying that usually DeMarco, you, and myself, the levels are all the same in my head. Today, not so.
Well,
much.
that's probably 30 days away.
Yeah,
but we're working on it. I don't know why I feel like I have to work on something every 6 months, engineering wise.
Doesn't it, once it's fixed, doesn't it stay fixed?
But then they change it yet again, and I don't know why.
Who's in charge
It's
of
like
that?
it's like Tyler Glass now getting injured yet again.
I honestly don't know anymore.
All right. You seem a little down today. You all right?
Maybe I should have never come back.
No? Is it that bad of a day?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
And I know people right now in the YouTube chat are like, yeah, you should have stayed away.
No,
you'll be all right.
By the way, Tyler Glass now has 2 guys on base. I believe, did he just walk somebody? Yeah, so
let's look at the box.
As long as he's still pitching, we're
one
fine.
strikeout, 1 walk, 1 hit so far through an inning and change.
Yeah.
It's got to bug you if you're known as the guy that keeps breaking.
It obviously doesn't bug him enough.
Guess not. Good
He's
Lord.
like a Land Rover, they look nice, but they're in the shop quite a bit.
The Jaguars, always in the shop.
A really smart guy. He's really interesting to listen to talk about pitching.
Yeah.
I every time I hear him talk, I'm like, I really like that guy. And then
Just can't
then
stay
he misses
healthy.
3 months.
Wow.
Like he's a thoughtful, interesting, competitive, and then he just disappears. Like you can't rely on him at all. That's a pretty good pitch.
I
There
hope
go.
you get the best of him from here on out.
I do too.
Yeah.
But I also am not
Because
going
I
to
think
do
you're
the
going to
thing.
need it.
Well, not necessarily. I don't agree with that.
Yeah?
No. There are other options. They can't all miss. Then they'll be in trouble. But it's
That's
not,
what I'm looking at.
If
Yeah.
they get him, they win. If they don't, they don't. That's not true. But what did you say before that? You said something of, I forget what it is, but he's.
Is it the way he's pitching? Is that what you meant?
No. He just needs to pitch more. And he needs to go out there and just kind of muscle through some stuff along the way, even when it's less than great.
If you have an owie and you're less than. I don't know if your less than stuff gets you killed. Some guys have to be pinpoint perfect.
He doesn't. He's electric enough now that just kind of be good. Good is good enough.
Yeah, then take one of these little mouthpieces, bite down, and bear through it. I'm serious.
Yeah, no, you're right.
You're gonna
it's
suck
funny
it
you
up
say
and go.
that because watching Kershaw last night, I thought it was
There's a dude doing everything possible. Yes.
And look, he's made it the All-Star team, and it's reasonable that he's on the All-Star team.
Yes.
He pitched very well yesterday.
And I'm certain something on his body hurts right now.
I would be shocked if it didn't.
Right.
But when you watch Glasnow, even though Glasnow's in trouble right now, there's 2 on, there's nobody out, okay?
Good.
I'm not worried that he can't get out of this. Now, it doesn't mean he will, but there's no question of this might explode in his face. With Kershaw, even when he's cruising, and yesterday was a good example of it, even when he's cruising, it's oh boy, we're a pitch away from catastrophe at all times. And it's a very interesting dynamic with him.
Let's see what he throws. Watch him get out of this.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh. That's it out. See? There you go.
He's one of the best pitchers in baseball when he pitches.
That's a dang shame.
But the comma qualifier needs to go away. This could be, and we'll see. Snell is not officially on the watch list, but he's on pencil. Glasnow is in pen on the watch list of, is this the first bad deal the Dodgers have done?
Really?
Yeah. He doesn't play enough.
Yeah.
Now, the good news is it's only year 2 of a 5-year deal. So we'll see what that looks like. But Snell's pitched twice. Twice. And they told him, he'll be back in a week. He's pitched twice. That was back in April.
I'm assuming after the break, you're going to see him more.
They told me he'd be back in a week.
Consistent.
It's been 3 months. So what they tell me is less important than what actually happens. And they're scuffling right now. They got guys that are playing hurt. Edmonds playing hurt. Freddie's playing hurt. A lot of guys are out there doing things that you wouldn't normally do, but you got to get through the end of the line. They'll be all right. It's just it's a weird time for them to be dealing with all of this weird stuff. And now you're bringing Glasnow back, and he's in a little bit of a trouble. I do like watching these high. Oh, there goes a runner. Safe. Yeah.
It's not panic. It's frustration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Annoyance.
Can
we throw to the right base in the outfield?
Can we
Kershaw
do things
yesterday?
right? Yes.
I loved that.
What did he call him? Outie? Is that what they call him? Outie?
Outman, Outie, yeah,
Outie.
I guess.
Come
Yeah.
on, Outie, throw it in. Yes.
The exact quote, if I could read lips, and I think
Yes.
I got this one. What the blank are we doing?
Yes.
And then F.
He looked like a dad. That's what he
yeah.
looked like a dad right there.
Comma.
Yeah.
After he'd said 30 times, put your dish in the sink.
You're dang right.
And then he left the dish on the dining room table.
Let's see how they respond.
Yeah.
Yes.
What are we doing around here?
Right.
F.
Get your point across.
Coming up next is Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
It's the event of the summer.
Does Travis go deep? Travis goes deep!
All-Star Friday night. Friday, July 11th at West Covina Sportsplex.
The 710 softball game. The listener game. The fun and frivolity. And what will Morales wear?
The summer event we all wait for.
Team Cappy versus Team Mace with the 710 Celebrity All-Star Softball game. Press the flesh with us. The West Covina Sportsplex. All-Star Friday night made possible by our friends at All Pro Plumbing. One call solves all. All Pro Plumbing.
Hey, it's Mace. In tough times, a lot of people find themselves owing money to the IRS. It can really weigh you down, and you're confused about the right way to handle it. And all those scary ads on the radio about the IRS, they don't help. Tax relief advocates want you to relax, knowing that whether you owe $5,000, $50,000, $500,000 in tax debt, you don't have to fear the IRS another day. TRA has a proven 3-step tax resolution process, plus they're experts at working with special programs available from the IRS to help taxpayers get back on track. Easy to see why they have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. If you owe money to the IRS and feel trapped, don't lose hope. Tax relief advocates could reduce or even eliminate your debt. End your tax nightmare today. Simply visit TRA.com or call 800-575-1482. That's 800-575-1482. Again, 800-575-1482.
Adam Schefter here for Vivid Seats, your ultimate destination for all your sports and concert needs this summer. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every home run and thrilling comeback in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
Hey, Joe Fortenbaugh here. Whether you're locking in your home run picks or riding with your favorite golfers this summer, ESPN Bet is your sportsbook for all the action. Go from checking stats on your favorite teams and players to placing bets in just a few taps. Plus, new customers can bet $10 and get $200 in bonus bets if you win. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with the promo code JOEQ to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
It's time for everything we haven't gotten to today. Yes, it's time for the dump.
Happy birthday, 69th birthday to multiple-time Oscar-winning actor Tom Hanks. Turns 69 today.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Your favorite Tom Hanks movie?
I'm a Tom Hanks fan, so I like most of the things that he's been in.
Gump.
Gump is further down my list. I don't dislike it.
Big?
I don't.
Private Ryan?
Big is one of my favorites. Big is great. Saving Private Ryan is one of my all-time favorite movies, and I think he's terrific in it.
There's a lot going on in there.
There's a lot going on in there. I think he's a great dramatic actor. Just
Castaway.
like I think Castaway is really good too.
I was watching him doing Sully again.
So Sully's a weird one because this is usually not true of Tom Hanks, but I felt that it was true of Tom Hanks in Sully. You were watching Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Usually, like when you watch Saving Private Ryan, that guy's an Army captain.
I got you.
Like when you watch Big, he's a 13-year-old kid in a man's body. When
I'm
you
watching him play Sully. Yeah.
In Big, I forget the character's name, or not in Big. In Castaway, that's some poor bastard that got stuck on a desert island. In Sully, it's like that's Tom Hanks in a bad mustache.
Yes.
Like it felt different.
I like Road to Perdition.
That's a good movie.
I thought him playing a gangster was really good. Yes.
What about Woody?
Woody's great. Woody's great.
Yes.
Woody's great.
One of my favorite Onion articles was Tom Hanks attempts to play every single American.
Oh, yeah.
I like him in The Green Mile.
Green Mile, he's good
in. Green Mile.
Green Mile is good.
Yes. Oh, man. Another hard one.
I asked you guys this, I think, last week, but if you had to wipe away, one doesn't exist, and you wipe away all their movies that they've ever been in is gone, Tom Hanks or Tom Cruise?
Oh, wow.
I can't get rid of Tom Hanks. And that's hard.
I hate that question
Yes.
because there's no matter
And
which
every
one you
movie
pick.
is gone.
Yeah, no matter which one you pick, you're losing I would wipe out Cruise, but I would hate it. I would hate it because I really like Tom Cruise too.
What didn't you like about Forrest Gump?
Too long. Number
Too long?
one,
Okay.
I thought it got
A little saccharine.
A little saccharine.
Oh,
yeah. But
okay.
don't get me wrong, I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it, but it's my deal. At about an hour 50, I'm like, let's go.
You're starting to check out.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And then he went on a run for 45
We have Sally
minutes.
Fields
I do like Sally
for
Fields.
the first hour 50.
Yeah.
I just
Spoiler
felt
alert.
like running.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that running phase, that
Yeah.
could have been 2 minutes of the movie. It feels like it's 30.
It's the
It's
second
long.
half of the movie.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a lot. You'll like this one, DeMarco. I think you and I, for
Okay.
movies from our childhood, I think
Are
hit
there
us
ninjas? No?
There are no
Okay.
ninjas in this. 1982, so we're not quite to the ninja
82,
phase yet.
okay.
Tron was released.
Yes!
I knew you would like Tron.
Yes!
Yeah.
Another one I thought of. Like the Matrix came out of my brain. So
Yeah.
did this one. This is basically the Matrix way back in the day.
Before they had the technology to make it look right.
A guy gets caught and sucked into a
Sucked
computer.
into his computer.
And must play his way out.
Yeah.
Yes. Did you ever play the stand-up video game?
Not only did I play it,
Yes.
it's my all-time favorite video game.
Love it.
I'm not a video game person, really. But if you said to me, there's a vintage Tron machine, do you want to buy it? I would seriously
Yes.
consider it.
Were
It's
you-
that good of a game.
Were you good at the light cycles?
Yeah, I was pretty good at that. Because
Yes.
there were some things like you knew
I
how
had
to
a question
do.
mark, yes.
Yeah, and then the one where you just do a quick little U-turn right at the
Getcha.
top
Boom,
and
boom,
bang,
boom.
bang. They all
Right.
come together.
Yes.
I like the tanks
Tanks
the
were
best.
great,
Tanks
yes.
were great. Really cool. Not a good movie, but a really cool movie.
And then you would the MC cone
MCU.
You get drawn up
Oh,
into
yeah.
it. Yes.
Bang, bang,
Yes.
bang, bang,
Oh
bang,
my
bang.
God. Yes.
That was a great movie, better video game.
Weekend at Chuck E. Cheese. Yes, I love that movie.
1999, American Pie was released.
Nice.
Very funny
I
movie.
think we need another one.
Now?
I think we need an updated version
Okay.
of American
Okay,
Pie.
you could talk me into that.
This group, this
Like a
generation.
youth sex comedy?
Yes, we need a new one. That was that generation's
You'd have to
Animal
do it
House.
differently, right?
Well,
Like the
no.
sensibilities are a little different.
I don't want you to change anything. I want you to give it just like they did. Animal House was wild. American Pie was wild. We need a new one.
DeMarco, they're putting disclaimers on Rush Hour, man. There's
I saw
I
that.
think you can do it. You just have to be funny. The thing
Yeah.
is a lot of times the bumping up of most people in the generation below me is that if it's funny, you
Right.
can do it. A lot of times, jokes written by older generation about the generation, it's just not funny.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I like the idea. The coming of age movies are always going to work.
Yes. I want to
Right.
see how
But the
it works.
more like comedy twinged ones,
Yeah.
like the sex comedy ones, like are good.
Like Superbad is
is
funny, but there's some stuff that now you'd be like, ooh, no.
Yes.
We got to.
Booksmart was kind of the updated one from like 2019, and that did hit pretty well. A friend of mine wrote one called Prom Dates on Hulu that I think is pretty great, and it's kind of that generation's version of Superbad.
I remember being in the theater when American Pie came out, and the theater was full. I'd have this weird thing. I remember which theater I've seen movies in.
Okay.
And I don't know why, but it was in Westwood, and it was a Friday night, and it was packed. And it's the last time I remember being in a theater where the entire audience was roaring with laughter.
Going crazy?
Like,
Yeah.
you just usually there's a funny line and people will laugh, but this was like hysterical laughter throughout the entire movie.
That's how I felt watching this
funny.
movie Friendship that came out this year with Tim Robbins, but I watched it at the Vista Theater of people, a bunch of Tim Robbins heads.
Yeah.
Tim Robinson's heads. Like, I know Tim Robbins is a different person.
I like Tim Robbins.
But Tim Robinson heads.
Oh.
And we were all laughing our butts off.
Yeah.
It was the entire movie, small lines. It was great.
No, go full out. If parents aren't boycotting and protesting,
You
you're
didn't
doing
make it
it
right.
wrong. Yes.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. Despicable Me came out in 2010. Your kids like Despicable Me?
Oh my gosh, what are the Minions?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have been cursed since 2010.
Yes.
Yeah. My kids still to this day love that movie.
I'd rather have that than Frozen because there's
yeah.
no songs really.
Yeah, well, the music does become
Right.
a bit.
No, you get Happy by Pharrell Williams.
Okay,
That's the song that comes out.
but not Let It Go forever. Please let it go.
Here's another classic comedy that came out on today, 2004, July 9th. Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy.
You know what I saw the other day? It's not so bad. It's Anchorman 2. I get what you, but it's
the
still
same movie.
It's the same movie, but it's still funny. It still holds up.
It is funny, but it's just like watching a copy of the first one, which was it's like anything else. When you make a copy of something, the second one just isn't quite as crisp and it's not unique. It's derivative, and it's the same movie.
He makes me laugh.
He's
in
incredible.
That character.
It's not bad,
Right.
but it's like, okay, that's kind of the same joke.
Yes.
Okay, that's kind of the same joke.
But
it's a good joke.
The first
There's even a
Anchorman, I
fight
was
in the second one too.
Yes.
Yeah. The between the networks?
Yes.
Yeah. Today in 2002, a iconic moment in baseball history. The Major League Baseball All-Star Game finished in a 7-7 tie after 11 innings due to both teams running out of available players.
Wow.
And that's when Bud Selig, the commissioner at the time, had the brilliant idea, well, we'll never let that happen again. We'll have it be worth something. The winner gets home field advantage in the World Series, which was incredibly stupid.
Disaster. That's where it started. I
That's where it
forgot
started.
about that whole game.
That's where it started.
Wow. Isn't that how an all-star game should end? In a tie?
Look, this is the part. I understand that you and I grew up,
Best
or the
players?
generation where the All-Star game was very competitive.
Yes.
Where the best guys were Johnny Bench and Pete Rose and Steve Garvey.
In different uniforms.
And they'd play 6 or 7 innings. They'd have
fantastic.
3 or 4 at-bats. Like, it was a real baseball game. Pete Rose ruined Ray Fosse's career by knocking him out in an All-Star game. That's fine. But I'm almost okay with, hey, look, Derek Jeter gets 1 at-bat, Alex Rodriguez gets 1, Barry Bonds gets 1, Torrey Hunter gets 1. Fine. That's fine, too. It doesn't count for anything.
Right.
So we don't have to put any stakes on it. It doesn't matter.
I don't need to see it anymore, but I guess I would like you to treat it as a game if it's going to be a game.
I'm with you. That would be the perfect scenario.
Right.
But putting stakes on something where if I'm on who's the worst team in baseball? If I'm on the Chicago White Sox, I should not be determining one way or the other who gets home field advantage in the World Series.
Right.
That's a crazy proposition.
Fair enough. Yes.
A Colorado Rocky should not determine whether the Dodgers play at home or on the road. That is a crazy idea.
Not well thought out.
Not well thought out at all. HBO Max is officially back today. We're not on Max anymore.
I believe it's today.
Is
if not tomorrow. But I saw someone put it out today that'll be HBO Max again. And you know what? Sure.
Whatever. They'll go back the other way.
How does that change your life?
Sure you're,
not at all.
It just changed.
Check
Yeah, just
as
changes
long as
the name, right?
As long as the tile on my phone and my TV screen look the same, what do I care?
And the Sopranos are on there when I need them.
The thing is, they already ruined the reputation. They already ruined the idea of HBO being the sacred product because they took it away and put it back. HBO used to feel like when you see the you're in for something great.
Yeah.
You're in for a level of quality you can't get other places. But then you put, they
they had HBO
Discovery.
Go, HBO Now, HBO Max.
I haven't been glued to HBO in a long time on a Sunday.
Succession was the last time.
That was
for
the
me.
last time?
Yeah,
Okay.
Succession was the last time that HBO had a can't miss Sunday night
Game
show
of
for
Thrones?
me. Yeah, I missed that.
So Game of Thrones was a while ago, but there's House of the Dragon from last year. There's
Okay.
Last of Us from this year.
Netflix kicked their butt. Yeah.
Netflix puts out too much.
Oh, you
They
guys
put
don't
out a
watch
lot.
Last of Us?
I do. You like it?
Last of Us is a
That's
terrific
Pablo
show.
Pascal?
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah. Pedro Pascal.
His brother Pablo.
His brother Pablo, not nearly as accomplished.
Nearly as famous. Exactly. No.
Nearly.
Lesser known.
Far lesser known. Cole's French Dip, downtown LA, closing after 100 years.
Yeah, that's amazing. Think about that.
There's a long running dispute about who invented
1925.
the.
Is it Philippe's?
Right.
Yes.
Philippe's or Cole's. Somebody invented the French dip. They both claim that they. And
either way,
Last
thank
man
you very
standing.
much. Yes.
Go Philippe's.
Thank you very much.
Look, I have a theory that there's never been a bad French dip sandwich. Even a bad French dip sandwich is pretty good.
It's good.
Because you dip it in the meat.
Oh, yeah.
juice. It's soft and warm.
What do you call the sauce? The
Jus.
Jus sauce.
Jus.
Yes. Okay.
Au jus.
Apparently, the sandwich was made because someone who came to their establishment wanted to. The bread was too hard
Soften
because
it.
his teeth were disintegrating or something.
As they happened to do.
In the 100 years ago.
Yeah.
You would know, Travis. But then you bite into it, and he needed the jus to dip it in.
So a guy with what did you
Bad
say?
teeth.
Disintegrating, I believe is the word she used.
Teeth
Yes.
actually invented
Sounds
the
like a
French
Marvel
dip.
superhero. Your teeth are disintegrating.
Lord
He
Disintegrator.
deserves a plaque. No teeth, but
Super Crosstalk's coming up next.
It's the event of the summer.
Does Travis go deep? Travis goes machine.
All-Star Friday night. Friday, July 11th at West Covina Sportsplex.
The 710 softball game, the listener game, the fun and frivolity, and what will Morales wear?
The summer event we all wait for.
Team Cappy versus Team Mace with the 710 Celebrity All-Star Softball game. Press the flesh with us, the West Covina Sportsplex, and of course, presenting sponsor of the listeners game, the law offices of Joseph S. Normand. When accidents happen, we step up to the plate. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/LA right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
KSPN AM 710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Ireland, are you there?
I'm there, Trav. How was Philly?
Philly was great.
Philly's a great time.
I had a terrific time in Philly.
Did the suit work?
The suit was not for Philly. The suit was for the wedding the week before. But Philly was great.
Yeah.
Last I talked to you guys, I was telling you I was going to go to a Phillies game.
Yeah.
Well, I went to that game where Zach Wheeler struck out 12.
Oh, yeah.
Only faced 28 guys, complete game. That ballpark, those fans, that environment, it was amazing.
Yeah.
So I try and explain this to people, but Trav, now that you've seen it, you'll have more appreciation for it. In Philadelphia, all three, well, it's really 4 because the old Spectrum's still there, but all the sports arenas are in one parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
The football stadium for the Eagles, the baseball stadium for the Phillies, and the arena for the Sixers are all in the same general area. And, Trav, I've been there on nights where there's been a doubleheader. Where there's been like an Eagles game and a Sixers game. And you talk about drunk, out of control, just rabid fans. That's Philly. They're crazy.
There was a lot of beer drinking. There was a lot of people yelling and screaming. Everybody's paying attention to the game. It is a drinking city. I came to the conclusion.
Breath stinking.
We were out like during the week and going to dinner with Bobby and his girlfriend and stuff. We go to dinner on a Monday night and it's 9:30 and the place is packed and people are just smashing drinks.
Did you get a cheesesteak while
did.
you were there?
I did.
Did you go to Pat's or Pat's? You go to Geno's? Where'd you go?
Went to Chuck's.
Chuck's. What is that? Some off-brand
It's
cheesesteak
a
house?
bootleg cheesesteak house.
I've never heard such disappointment.
I know Jim's on South Street, and then Pat's and Geno's are catty corner on Passyunk. They're on the same street.
So this was Chuck's, and Emily, it's the Reading Central Market, or what is it called?
Reading Terminal Market.
Reading Terminal Market, which is kind of like LA Central Market down here.
Okay,
Grand
got it.
Central Market. So a lot of different things.
Yeah.
And this is more of a locals thing than a touristy thing.
Oh, you went where the locals go.
Well,
Smart.
my child is
That's
a local.
smart, yeah.
So he ordered the cheesesteak. Think of a length and width of the fat end of a bowling pin. Okay. So it's
really?
an enormous
Huge
sandwich.
Wow.
And cut into 4 pieces. I ate 1/4 of this sandwich and was good to eat all day long.
That surprises me that you only settled for 1/4.
It was more than enough. It had Cooper Sharp cheese, no whiz.
Okay. No whiz.
Peppers and onions on a seeded roll with grilled long hots. Which that now makes sense to me. It made no sense when you ordered.
What
Long
was the
hots
purpose of your trip? Were you just going back there to see him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we just went to see him and his girlfriend, Sarah, who had lived there for over a year. She's been there a couple years. He's been there about a year and change. And so they're actually moving back. So we wanted to go visit them before they were coming back.
Oh,
cool. We had a great time. I saw the Rocky statue. Got to saw the Liberty Bell.
Did you get a picture in front of the Rocky
allow me,
statue?
Mace.
Oh, I'm
Allow
sure.
me.
Yeah,
Allow
yes,
me.
you are probably the first guy to ever do this.
It's at the
There
art
it
museum. It's at the art museum now, right?
Yeah,
It's
well,
at the
there's
top of the
oddly
steps, right?
there's 2.
There's 2 of them.
There's
Oh,
one
really?
at the top and there's one at the bottom.
Wow.
I don't know which one's the
Rocky's
original one.
big in Philly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah. There it is.
Double
We made it
statues.
done. Yeah. So it was good. Did I miss anything good around here?
Oh my God, it's been unbelievable pandemonium about Friday when it's going to be 105 degrees in West
always hot.
Covina
Forget
for the big game.
Friday, Trav. How am I looking for my bet on Saturday?
DeMarco,
Oh,
tell him
God,
what,
yeah.
tell him what
right,
Mario
the
said.
Saturday thing.
Say again?
Tell him what your brother said.
Oh, he's excited. So he played. I saw him on Sunday. They came over to swim. He just left the course. I always ask how you hit him. He wouldn't tell me. He just smiled at me. Yeah.
Trav, do you think that we've been hustled here?
Maybe.
Is he being cagey?
Well,
He doesn't appear to be nervous.
He's doing. No, I don't think he is. But I think he's doing the thing. And John, as the other golfer in the group, you'll understand this. When they don't answer the question, that's almost always means they're playing well and they don't want to whammy it. That they're just going to kind of stay in the moment.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah. That the second you say I'm putting really well or I'm doing
Killing
this or
it,
whatever,
my short game, all that stuff.
That's when it goes out the window.
Yeah.
So if he's playing it close to the vest, I think he's probably pretty.
Of
good.
course, I don't care who wins. I'm going to root for my brother.
Yes,
I didn't
but I don't
expect
care.
anything
I
else.
just want to see the competition. I want to see you get in the zone.
DeMarco,
and I want
are
to
you
see him in
attending?
the zone. Yeah, I'll be in the next cart.
Oh,
Okay.
so you will be playing or caddying?
I'll be caddying, documenting, bringing
Okay.
drinks.
Nice.
Telling people to be quiet.
Perfect.
That sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Breaking
Excellent
up fights.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you won't have to break up any fights
Yeah.
with me. I don't know who Mario's going to
No.
fight, but it won't be me.
Yeah.
We'll see.
By the way,
okay.
Did you see that video that's going around
I
of
did.
of the hockey player? There was a
did.
hockey player who was
Did you
known
see
as
Is this the backwards thing?
No.
no. There's a hockey player who when he played was known as a tough guy. I don't remember his name. Do you, Trav?
I don't, but he was like
Okay.
he was an enforcer.
So some drunk guy on the golf course is acting like a jackass, and the hockey player tells him, "Hey, man, you're ruining the day for everyone else. Just leave." And the guy goes crazy. He
Won't
just
go
starts-
away.
He won't leave. So the hockey player literally beats the crap out of him on the tee box. I mean,
Really?
he's like punching him in the face, yelling "boom" every
Like
time he hits
3
him in
times.
the face.
Did you
And,
see it, DeMarco?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it is, and what I can't understand is how the friends of the drunk guy let it get that far.
John,
That's
I thought
what
the
he
same
wanted?
thing. So
Yes.
the first confrontation, the hockey guy kind of grabs him and throws him into the lake, basically.
Yeah.
Like
Pretty much.
He throws him like waist deep into the pond next to the tee.
Which should tell you
and
stop.
And he gives him one on
Yeah.
the way down.
Right.
And so the guy gets up and he comes, and the hockey guy's like, dude, don't make me hurt you. The guy keeps coming. He
Boom,
gives him,
boom,
and he's
boom.
literally yelling like DeMar. Every time he punches this guy in the face, he goes, boom, pow, boom.
He's drilling him.
And
What is
he's-
he, like a Batman TV series?
He's
Wham,
animating his
pow,
own zowie.
kablooey.
Yeah.
And so after he blarts this guy in the stomach a couple of times, the guy
Oh, it's
keeps
bad,
coming
Mace.
forward. Like this, the
God.
guy that's getting his butt kicked is pretty tough because he keeps getting up, he keeps moving
Wow.
forward.
John, sometimes
Stay
your best
down.
friend has a big mouth and deserves it. So you kind of let it happen.
Yeah, I don't know what his friends were thinking, but
Yes.
to let him after he threw him in the lake, I'm like,
That should have been it. Throw the
Yeah.
towel in. Yes.
Yeah, sure.
That's
I
one
just
of the-
wonder,
you know what?
did he have any idea who he was yelling at?
He should have known after they got thrown in the
I'm
lake.
just saying. Did you have any idea of what that guy could do to you?
Yeah, after you get thrown in the lake and take one right in the middle of the nose that you didn't see coming,
think-
that's when the fight's over.
Clearly intoxicated. You should stop this.
It's weird. Like that is happening way more often. Did you ever see a fight on a golf course when you were a kid, John?
no, and and these keep coming. I mean, they
I
just
really,
keep
this is a
coming.
common thing now. People are brawling on golf
now,
I
courses.
see it a lot more on social media.
Have you ever
guys
seen
fighting.
one with your own two eyes, Arlen?
A fight on the golf course?
Yeah.
No, I saw a guy have a heart attack and die on the golf course.
Geez,
not good.
You win.
Yeah. I'd never seen a fight with my own two eyes. I've seen arguments. I've
People
seen
shouting, "You hit enemy,"
that kind of stuff. But I've never seen it escalate. You flip on Instagram, you could spend 3 hours looking at nothing but golf fights between 60-year-olds. It's crazy.
Mace, I'm sending.
I'm looking at it, John.
Okay.
I mean, once you go into the lake, that should be it.
That should be the fight, right?
Like, okay, you win. I'm in the lake. I'm wet. You're dry. I lose. You win.
You got wet against your will.
Player.
Yeah, Nick Tarnasky. Yeah.
Right. Please tell me you didn't know that was a hockey enforcer.
And by the way, DeMarco, what's interesting is after the guy gets his ass kicked, he just keeps coming back.
Right.
And the hockey player goes, enough, man.
Right.
Enough. Yeah. And the guy will not.
Yeah, no, he's coming.
And his friends don't stop him from coming back. I mean,
on wobbly legs.
Yeah, this guy could have been killed.
The hockey guy was doing the thing that, don't make me hurt you, but I will if you force me to.
Because he's kind of like grabbing him from the scruff of the shirt and throwing him around.
He's just trying to get him to stop. He could really hurt him if he wanted to.
When's the last time you were in a real fight? Like a real, like, fisticuffs kind of.
6th grade.
6th grade?
Yeah,
do you remember the name of the guy?
Eric something.
Eric, yeah. He was troubled.
Eric Guthrie.
Eric Guthrie.
Guthrie.
Yes.
What happened?
I don't know. We
just got into
Do you know where he is today?
No, I have no idea.
Jail.
Yeah, for me it was Tom Pierce.
How old were you?
I was 4th grade. We called him Popcorn Head. He was because he had curly hair.
Well, maybe that's why you got punched.
Did you maybe push it a little too far?
But it was one of those ones. I'll see you after school on the playground.
Yeah.
Thing.
Oh, wow!
So all day long, I'm like dreading it,
like 3 o'clock high.
dreading
right
it.
There you go. Yes, sir.
And in the end, I did take a punch and did go down.
Yeah, that's
Tom Pierce was like 6 foot in 4th grade.
What about you, Arlen?
The last time I was involved in anything like that, and I got really lucky. So I used to work at this place on Balboa Island called the Balboa Beach Company. It was a T-shirt and it was a souvenir shop, and it was privately owned by a great guy, Jim Roberts. And I had to close that night. And when you close, you take all the money out of the cash register, you put it in a backpack, you put it inside of a money bag, and you drop it at a bank drop, which is 2 blocks away. And I guess somebody knew the routine. And when I locked the door, I never saw him coming. He came and he punched me right in the face. And I had the backpack on my back. And I didn't know if he knew I had the money, but I assumed he did because I didn't say anything to him. He just came up out of the street. And luckily, my friend Tim happened to be there, and he beat the crap out of that guy.
Jeez.
And then we called the cops and walked away, and I got the money deposited, and I didn't lose any of it. So I was on the receiving end of a punch, but I never punched back.
That seems like a bad system on how to get the
No,
money.
it's
the
not.
bank.
It's,
by the way, Trav,
it's a
after
common
that,
system.
There's easier ways to do that.
Yeah, after that, he installed a safe, and we left the money in the safe overnight, and then he would do it during business hours the next day.
So when I had the theaters in Hawthorne, there was a point at every night. You didn't want to keep – it was a cash world. Okay, when they
so you wanted to get that money out of the building.
Get it out of the building as quick as possible. So
is it for that reason you were afraid? Okay.
Yeah, we did. We were afraid we were going to get knocked off. So at some point, you stuff all the money down your pants and you go across the street to Wells Fargo and you dump it into their night deposit.
Yeah.
And we did that. We did that every single night because we didn't want money to hang around in the building.
Yes.
You guys remember Gary Payton, the Hall of Fame basketball player,
the
right?
glove.
Yeah, he told me a story once that he was playing in Milwaukee, and he and 2 of his friends got jumped on the street, and he just happened to have $30,000 in cash on him, and he lost all of it.
So I'll tell you a story that I don't believe, but that Tom Snyder told me years ago. Said he goes to the track, he goes to Belmont, and he plays really well and hits big. So he walks out of there.
The story's already suspicious, but go ahead.
Right, exactly. He says he walks out with $125,000
in cash.
In cash. So he comes home, and he's walking toward his apartment, and somebody tries to rob him in New York. And Tom says his claim was, I told the guy it's his lucky day. I'll give you $30,000 right now. And the guy's like, oh, yeah, sign me up, $30,000. So Tom ended up keeping the rest of the money, but gave up $30,000. That was basically the price.
Honor
for being
among
robbed.
thieves.
Yeah,
Wow.
so.
I'll give you $30K.
I've heard stories like at casinos, right? Like guys are just looking and waiting and seeing if somebody strikes it big. Too much to drink. They're a little careless walking
Head
out.
on a swivel.
And boom.
Head on a swivel,
All right,
my man.
So, Trav, last thing, because I know you guys got to go, but the Dodgers are playing the Brewers right now in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
All right. So, during the game, they traded an outfielder, a guy named Stuart Baroa, to the Brewers for cash.
Yeah.
Now, assuming that Baroa was on the Dodgers, does he just walk across the hall and change uniforms?
Yes. I mean, I don't know that name.
But Mace,
Do you,
that
Mace?
name, it doesn't sound like it was on the active roster. Maybe
he wasn't
not?
on, unless they
No,
called him
he was not
up
on the active
today.
roster. He would have had to have been just called up, right?
There's I forget the guy. You could Google this and they'll give you the answer. There was somebody that got a hit for both teams in the same game.
In a doubleheader?
Really?
Oh, is that right?
They
Wow.
traded
That's
him.
crazy.
And
Now,
he
that's a record.
suited up and got a hit for
Yeah.
two different teams on the same day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now that's a record.
Yeah,
I like
that'd be
that.
a hard one to beat.
Yes.
To get to that third team
I'm
in,
so good.
in one day along the way. That is Super Crosstalk. We will see you tomorrow.
It's the event of the